A local charity foundation is looking for a new leader. Another injury has been reported on a farm where a man died earlier in the week from a possible hog attack. And questions are being raised about the hiring of an elementary school employee who is under indictment in a nearby county.
The big thaw is coming to East Alabama. Much warmer temperatures on the way. We'll have the complete forecast coming up.
Coming up in sports, we'll talk Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame inductees as they had their announcement today. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Jennifer Maddox, who has served as president and CEO of the Community Foundation of Northeast Alabama for the past 13 years, today announced her retirement. Board members say Maddox has overseen key strategic initiatives that have significantly expanded the foundation's footprint in the region. In a prepared statement, Maddox said she is proud of those accomplishments and has full confidence that the future of the foundation is as bright as ever. Board Chairman Anthony Cook says that the foundation is thankful for the impact Maddox has made on the organization, its employees, and its stakeholders. The Board of Trustees will now begin a comprehensive search for its next president and CEO. The Community Foundation, which traces its history back to the Susie Parker Stringfellow Charitable Trust, uses donor gifts to benefit the 9 counties it serves in Northeast Alabama. Each year, it awards between $2 to $3 million in grants and scholarships and oversees more than 220 charitable funds worth millions of dollars. A former employee of Woodland High School in Randolph County who was indicted last fall in 2 sex-related cases has been working at an elementary school in Anniston. According to records in the Randolph County Sheriff's Office, 42-year-old Scotty Patillo of Roanoke was charged by a grand jury on September 13th with school employees' sexual contact and second-degree sexual abuse. The charges stem from a complaint filed by the parent of a Woodland student a year ago. Patillo is currently listed as an employee of the Anniston City School System working at Golden Springs Elementary School. Piedmont Police Chief Nathan Johnson says another person was injured Thursday by hogs on a farm where the owner died Monday, possibly from being attacked by 2 other hogs. Both incidents occurred on a small farm on Bramlett Road just off US 278 east of Piedmont. On Monday, rescuers found the body of 51-year-old Stephen Kyle Satterfield underneath a vehicle on the property. They also found a large hog loose on the property, and a section of fence was down. The cause of Satterfield's death has not been determined at this time. The 2 hogs that were believed to be involved in causing those injuries were removed from the property and taken to a local vet clinic. Johnson says there were 2 other hogs on the property that could not be removed at the time due to environmental conditions. They were secured in a trailer and cared for while the fence could be repaired. Satterfield's family was notified and took possession of the hogs at the vet, and they did not return them to the Piedmont farm. On Thursday, the second victim received an injury caused by the 2 remaining hogs on the property while they were being fed. Chief Johnson says that because of the aggressive behavior shown by the 2 remaining hogs, the family euthanized the animals on site to prevent any further injuries. The injured party, whose identity has not been released, was transported by medical personnel for treatment. Alabama home sales are off to a good start this year. We'll have that story in just a few moments.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Need tough, comfortable workwear? Rainouts in Heflin has boots, jeans, hats, and gear built for the toughest jobs. From the farm to the pipeline, Rainouts has gear for men, women, and kids, so the whole family can tackle the toughest jobs with confidence. We've got the quality you need with the hometown service you'll love. Stop by today next to WM Grocery and gear up with great prices and a local touch. Rainouts. where hard work meets Western style.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Alabama's housing market saw increased business at the start of the year, with monthly home sales increasing by 4.6% in January. That's almost a 10% increase over the same period last year. The median sales price in January of $219,936 also reflected a 4.2% increase from 2024, but essentially remained unchanged from December. The numbers were released today by the Alabama Association of Realtors, who predicted that the positive sales momentum might carry over into early spring. Economist David Hughes said these signs may point to a busier housing market for the next several months. But he did warn that home buyers should not count on any interest rate relief from the Federal Reserve during the first half of the year. Today's report showed that home foreclosures in January dropped 14.3% from last year, but were higher than December's numbers. The total value of homes sold last month was $1.27 billion in January, a 19.8% annual increase. The state's 17,735 active listings at the end of January were up 27%, indicating more options are available to start the year. Warmer weather is predicted for next week, and that could signal the start of Alabama's traditional storm season. We'll be back in a minute to give you some tips on how to get ready for rough weather.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Welcome to Buster Miles Kia in Anniston, where we're dedicated to serving you with honesty and care. Whether you're shopping for a new or used car or need service, we're here to make it easy and stress-free. Visit us today at Buster Miles Kia, where great cars and family values come together. Buster Miles Kia, your trusted hometown dealership.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Alabama residents expect storms in the spring, and the Alabama Department of Insurance says now is a good time to get ready for the severe weather season. The first suggestion is to create a home inventory. Residents should include identifying information about their possessions, such as brand name, price, purchase date, model, serial number, and receipts. These details can help with insurance claims in case of major loss. It's also a good idea to take photos of the items and any barcodes still attached to them. People who don't have time to create a full list may want to consider videotaping each room, including garages, sheds, and basements. The next step is to collect all insurance information to determine what is and what is not covered. Electronic copies of insurance policies can be stored on computer networks, and paper files belong in a safety deposit box. The final step is preparing a safety plan for the family. Shelter areas should be identified and adequate supplies gathered. This weekend, Alabama residents can take advantage of the state's annual Severe Weather Preparedness Sales Tax holiday. Shoppers can stock up on items like batteries, weather radios, tarps, generators, and more free of state taxes. Many cities also suspend their tax collections for those items. And speaking of the weather, John Holder standing by in the EAN Weather Center with our forecast. John?
Katie, we are about to increase the temperatures greatly across East Alabama for the next several days. Springtime returns. We'll break down the forecast next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
Here's the EAN weather cam. Again, looking at Quintard Avenue in Anniston today. Plenty of sunshine, a few white, high, puffy clouds. No big deal with that. Certainly no precipitation. And we will not see any rain in the forecast for the next several days. It was cold today, despite the maximum sunshine. Only 44 for the high today. That is 16 degrees below the average. And a cold start this morning, all the way down to 18, 20 degrees below our average even for February across East Alabama. Looking at tonight, it's going to be cold again, but it's not quite as cold as it was last night. Now 24, that's about as cold as it gets in wintertime in Alabama, so another frigid night coming up. No chance of rain or frozen precipitation, just clear and cold conditions. Coming up tomorrow, again, plenty of sunshine, and temperatures are going to rise again tomorrow, even warmer than today. About 9 a.m. tomorrow, total sunshine, about 39 degrees. By the lunchtime hour, we'll be sitting in the 40s, 46 degrees, warmer at lunchtime than it was for the high today. And then tomorrow afternoon, about 52 for the high at around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon again, with plenty of sunshine and no rain in the forecast. On the 7-day forecast, beginning with today and for the next 6 days or so, we are going to see temperatures increase every day. We're looking at 52 tomorrow, 56 on Sunday, 64 Monday. We're back in the 70s, believe it or not, by Tuesday of next week, 72 on Wednesday. And those nighttime lows, the same thing. 24 tomorrow morning, 26 Sunday morning, freezing by Monday, but then we're back in the 40s for lows by Monday and Tuesday of next week. We do not see any chance of rain at all in the forecast until next Thursday. Even then, that's a small chance of rain, about a 30% chance of rain with a weak front moving through. That will lower our temperatures back down a little bit below average by the end of next week. But again, we do not see any extreme cold coming anytime in the next 7 to 10 days for us here across East Alabama. Now, what we are looking at is way out in the future. We have not done this in a while. We want to look at what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So this is looking March 1st through the 7th. This takes us into the extended. This is 6 to 10 days out. Nationally, we see the only place above average is out here in the west, southwest corner of the United States. Unfortunately, for us here in East Alabama, it looks like below average temperatures, not greatly below, but it looks like we will be slightly below normal as far as the temperatures go for the first week in March across East Alabama. But as far as teens go, I think we may be done with seeing temperatures in the teens until next winter. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Saturday weather at a glance. It is sports time now. Here's Jordan Smith.
We are very, very proud of the class that we will be inducting this year on June 14th. Every year, this is a very tall task. There's a lot of talent in this county. And, you know, watching games, throughout this season, there's talent to come. So there's always going to be reason to celebrate in the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame.
That was the new president of the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame, Connie Davidson, during their press conference this morning as they introduced the class of 2025. Starting with the first inductee is Kevin Green. Green was a former Auburn University football player. He also spent time in the NFL with Los Angeles Rams, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Carolina Panthers, and the San Francisco 49ers. He was also a pro wrestler for the WCW back in the day as well. Next inductee was Delvin Hughley from Anniston. The Anniston High School star went on to play football for Jack State, then into the NFL with the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Following that is Oxford's own Matthew Maniscalco. Most people don't know, but he was the very first Mr. Baseball in the state of Alabama. Also went on to play as an all-SEC shortstop at Mississippi State and then on into the MLB. Next is Alexandria native Chucky Miller. Chucky Miller was the longtime Welborn head coach in basketball and also the basketball coach at the Talladega Tigers. Following that is Dr. Denise Peters. Dr. Peters played basketball, volleyball, soccer, and track at Jacksonville before track and cross country was a part of the Alabama High School Athletic Association. And she went on to play at the University of Alabama Birmingham in soccer. And then the last inductee is Alexandria running back Tony Young. You'll remember Tony Young back on the Alexandria Valley Cub team that won the first ever state title for the Valley Cubs as a running back. You also know him as the Houdat. Young also went on to play football for the University of Troy. That'll do it for sports. Let's take it back over to Katie.
Thanks for the update, Jordan, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Monday for your news on your schedule.